This thing right here, I got out of bed one morning and I could not walk. And the doctor diagnosed me with plantar fasciitis. My friends, they think it's so hilarious. They call it all kinds of things like fasciitis. And so I tried to run up a hill. And when I ran up a hill, my foot said, "Ha ha, no you don't." What's up, peeps? It's Alyssa Simone and I'm back with another video. It's a little different this time. It's about a condition called plantar fasciitis. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis. It's, well, you can look it up, but basically my fascia, which is a ligament in your foot, it's basically strained and becomes inflamed and all different kinds of things. But what I want to talk about is, for those of you who might be experiencing the same thing, is some ways to get some relief from that. So I figured out I had it because one day I thought it was just like I had injured myself because I had moved, but when the pain kept going for days, I knew that it wasn't that I had just moved. So I got out of bed one morning and I could not walk. I nearly fell over. Actually, I did fall over, but thankfully I got to fall back on my bed. And when I did, I said, "What is going on? I can't walk. Like, what is happening to me?" And so I thought I injured myself because I was moving heavy things when I moved from one apartment to the next, and that wasn't the case at all. So because the pain persisted, I went to the doctor, and the doctor diagnosed me with plantar fasciitis. And my friends, they think it's so hilarious. They call it all kinds of things like fasciitis, her and her feet. Like, they always say different things. And I think it's hilarious because I would probably be doing the same thing if it happened to them. I mean, I guess it might be a big deal. You know, it might affect me later on in life. But right now, it's not that big of a deal. Not that I don't take it seriously, because I do. But I know how to make light of the situation is what I'm trying to say. So I just really didn't treat it. They said I was going to have to get cortisone shots. And I'm not a fan of cortisone. I'm not a fan of any type of shots or needles. I mean, you should have seen me. If you haven't seen it, check it out when I got my nose pierced. Freaked out. I'm not here for the needles.
No, it does not.
But anyway, so basically this video is just telling you some things to do to help you with the pain management. So I did not manage my pain and did not, do the things that I needed to do in order that it'll go away. But it kind of just went away on its own. And I had a very sedentary job. I think that's how you say it, sedentary. And I sat there a long time in my work, so I didn't need to really get up that much, and I don't dance anymore. And so I didn't really feel that much pain. But once I got another job when I was up on my feet a lot, and then when quarantine hit, I started to walk every single day. And so I tried to run up a hill. And when I ran up the hill, my foot said, "Ha ha, no you don't." You've got the fasciitis. You got the plantar fasciitis. I think I'm saying it right. I'll spell it out. But yeah, so my friend is a physical therapist. So I just asked him, I told him I was diagnosed with it, and he told me some things to do that I didn't listen to when the doctor said before, and I looked up some different things to do on my own as well. And so one of the things I started to do, my first tip is to stretch. In the morning, make sure you stretch. And they say that a common misconception is that it's just inside of your foot, but it actually is your calves are not stretched out properly. So what you want to do is make sure you're stretching your calves, and you can do that by, flexing, or just look up some different calf stretches and make sure you're doing that a lot. You want to wake your body up in the morning. That's one of the first things I do when I wake up. It's part of my morning routine is stretching before I get to different strenuous activities. My second tip would be to just kind of like roll your ankles, roll your feet around. So we're gonna pretend like these are the ankles. You just want to do little motions like this, sweeping back and forth, that kind of thing, just to kind of waken everything up and get your feet started. I actually would do that first, and then I would go into the actual stretches, because you get yourself kind of prepared even for the stretches, because those can be kind of strenuous. Actually, I'll show you what some of them look like. Take whatever foot does not hurt, put that one in the front, right? And then take whatever foot does hurt and put it in the back. And you want to make sure both of your feet are facing to the wall. You put your hands to the wall. And so what you want to do is bend the front leg, but keep your heel down on the back leg. You want to do that, and you want to hold it there. Breathe through if it's hurting a little bit. And then to get the stretch even further in your ankle, you want to take that back leg, and then you want to bend that. Did you see that? It's like a little bitty motion. You just bend that forward, and that gives you a different stretch. But it feels really good. But just be gentle. Then my third tip would be to make sure you massage your feet. And it'll help you if you want to get your feet smoother and stuff like that, because you want to take a little lotion or a little oil or whatever, and you want to just the bottom of your feet, not the top of your foot. So like this part of your foot, you want to take that and just kind of massage it out. By the way, I am not a medical person or anything like that. Just disclaimer, consult with your doctor before you do these things, but this is just what has worked for me, and I figured it might help for somebody. So you want to kind of push push the bottom of your foot, and you want to do it with 2 fingers and go slowly, whichever foot you have the plantar fasciitis in. Now I believe I have it in both of my feet, but I only got one of my feet tested, but whatever. Anyway, so then my other tip would be to take a water bottle, just what is this, like 16.9 ounces. Take a water bottle and put it underneath your foot, and like it'll be on the floor, and you just roll your foot, like your heel, back and forth like this. And the cool actually helps. The coolness of the bottle actually helps, and you want to do that for a few minutes. And the thing that I just incorporated, I mean, this thing right here, and this is kind of like a massage. It's pretty much doing the massage part for you. So if you don't feel like getting down there and doing all that, I mean, I still recommend it. But this thing right here, I got it from Walmart. It is called the Equate Dual Foot Roller. It's their off-brand kind. You don't have to. They might have an on-brand kind. I wasn't getting it. This was only $5. This was only $5. It may have been on sale because we're just coming out of quarantine or starting to open up from quarantine, because I'm in California. But it can't be any more than $10 if it's regular, but it was only $5. And you get in the pharmacy or the health and beauty section, and you just go look where they have like the foot pads and the things like that. You just go look where they have that. And so this, you can do 2 feet at a time. And then they have this, if you can look on here, they have like grooves on this side, and then they have lines on this side. And so you would do the same thing you do with the water bottle, and you would put your foot down. So say this hand is the floor, you put this on the floor, put the foot on there, and then you would just roll it back and forth. And when I tell you, okay, listen, I was super hungry. I just came back from a walk in the park, and I was super hungry, and I just started doing this just to test it out. But I decided to keep doing this instead of go fix myself something to eat, because this felt so good. When I tell you, anyway, if you love getting your foot rubbed and you can't get to anywhere because of quarantine or whatever, you just buy this little apparatus. It's really good. It feels really good on your feet. So yeah, those will be my tips. Make sure you stretch, make sure you kind of, roll around, wake up your joints, that kind of thing in the morning. Make sure you ice, make sure you massage, and if you can get to your local Walmart, baby. Anyway, if you don't have something like this, my friend, his name is Dr. Jamore Townsend, and I believe he works for Kinetics in Los Angeles, California. But he said, using a tennis ball, rolling that underneath your foot, or a golf ball or anything like that actually helps. So those are my tips. It's a different video than I'm used to doing, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out. Oh, duh. And to see more content about what I actually do on my channel, feel free to subscribe, turn on the notifications, share this video with someone who might be having pain from plantar fasciitis, so that way they can get some pain relief. And look at the other videos on my channel. Thanks.